Good evening and welcome to Sports A to Z's Friday Night Hoops. My name is Scott Zwick. I'm alongside the COO of my company and my house, and that is Adriana Zwick. We are a husband-wife team bringing you all that's inspirational and sensational in sports, local sports in the area. So right now we are taking a kind of a live look-in, if you will, at the junior varsity game on tonight's Coaches versus Cancer event at Lexington High School, where Winchester High School will take on Lexington High School in boys and girls basketball. This is the junior varsity boys, and we're going to give you this action, but bear with me, folks, because you can't really do prep work for this level of basketball, even though it is probably the one that is closest to my heart. I spent more than a decade in my 20 year coaching career at the junior varsity level. I believe in my heart of hearts that this is where the most impactful progress is made, and the kind of the backbone and foundation of any successful basketball program, is the junior varsity. Sure, you're going to have players that are going to skip this level, but a successful program, this is where the majority of your players will come from. And so this is important stuff out there as we see 21 for Lexington make a nice little runner. And the score with 1:31 left in the third quarter, Lexington leads 50-32. It's been, to me, this has been a classic junior varsity contest, right? Yeah, very spirited action, high energy, kind of frenetic energy that sometimes can lead to mistakes, but we've also seen some successful execution as we see bang, bang, boom, right on cue. That is number 33 for Winchester, way downtown, bang. And we have him as Tristan. And Tristan is able to connect and then taking it to the basket and one. Wow. John. Impressive to the basket, finishing through contact. And that's going to cut the deficit to, let me take my shoes and socks off here to add up. And I think that 50 minus 37 equals 13, says Adriana, the COO, and we're going to go with that. So it's a 12-point deficit now, 52 seconds left. Little 2-3 zone for the Sachems. So those gaps will be key to penetrate, make two people guard one, and then rotate the basketball. So on the other end, looks like Winchester's in a little bit of a 1-3-1. No, this is man-to-man. This is straight man-to-man. And a little bit of contact there, losing the ball. And to the basket, trying to, no, they do not give the and one for three. Full disclosure, we went to the book, and in classic junior varsity fashion, most of the books just had numbers because at this level, we're not so concerned with the meticulous statistic type of thing. This is a development angle. And so a nice little out-of-bounds play executed, 10 finishes, and 14 seconds left. Taking it to the basket, we got 9 seconds. And an ill-advised pass is going to be fumbled out of bounds. And so with 4 seconds left, Winchester will look to run an inbounds play and get a shot at the basket. 4 seconds left. That is your goal. Get a shot at the basket. It really doesn't, want to make sure that's the one thing that happens here. Don't try to get fancy. So she's putting it up. Let her fly. And so at the end of the third, on Coaches versus Cancer night, it is Lexington 52, Winchester 38. So, that last little, the last 4 seconds there, and I mentioned, the goal is to get a shot at the basket. And so, at the development league, we saw that, when they inbounded the ball right about the first pass, that player, probably should think about letting it fly, right? Maybe there's somebody open there, but if we're remembering in the back of our mind, shot at the basket, right? Not a good shot. That's the big shift from regular play, right? This is what's called special situation play. This is last seconds of a shot clock or a quarter or half, clock winding down. And so that shifts. What the goal is shifts when you're when you're in regular offense. The goal is to get a good shot, right? But in that situation, the goal is to get a shot. And when we get any kind of open look under 4 seconds, we let it go. Doesn't matter where we are on the floor. We let the ball go because we want. You can't score if the ball doesn't go towards the basket. So, that is the goal with time winding down. So 9 minutes to go. Winchester really had an effective third quarter, connecting from several outside shots. And cut a 20-point lead down to 14 now. And so here is John. And John will stop and pop. No. And back the other way, leaking out. And that is a little bit of a classic junior varsity play, a little bit of leak. That's a little bit of a travel there. Yep. So 5. We know something that maybe 5 can work on in practice. So, at this level here, this is competition. And, this is the bridge. This is the last developmental league, developmental level before the priority will be on winning, right? Varsity level, you're looking to win games. You're looking to win games at the varsity level. Playing for the varsity is nice little. The window is bank is open for Jeff Tan. Bing, bang, boom. That catches to 12. And here's 5. And 1 squares him up and knocks him down from 3. And here's 10. He's been able to penetrate. A little bit out of control. And this is man-to-man defense here. And there's a little bit of overplay, so, a little backdoor cut. Nice little pump fake there. Very nice. Okay, Jeff Tan. Okay, Jeff Tan. Jeff Tan squared his shoulders. Jeff Tan took it to the basket strong. And they're going to call that a non-shooting foul. So, that was close. And, as we see Patrick Gogolin come into the game, so talking about the junior varsity in general, it's the last level before, your focus turns to winning. And what I mean by that is, varsity, you're trying to win games. I mean, you're trying to learn while you win them, and this is not a professional league, but varsity sports is about winning. You're trying to win the games, and when you think of elementary school, those the youth levels, that's introductory basketball, right? Middle school is kind of intermediate level. And then you have competitive level, and competitive level is freshman, junior varsity, and varsity, right? And within those levels, what you're doing is, freshman is introduction to competitive basketball, junior varsity is intermediate, and then varsity is competitive basketball. And so these players here, This is intermediate. They're learning how to succeed while improving, right? You're going to see lots of mistakes being made, but you're going to see, you're going to see you'll see improvement within games, right? You'll see a player make a mistake in the first half that you would say, oh, wow, that's what he always does. And then in the second half, he'll correct it because it's, most likely something that he's been trying to improve on, a mistake that he's made in the past that's been addressed by coaches, and maybe a quick reminder during the game will say, okay, remember we don't shuffle our feet there. Remember this. Remember that drill, or what have you, and they'll make improvement in game. The joke I used to make when I coached junior varsity, a nice take there, swooping through the air is Sam, and it is a 13-point lead for Lexington. But the joke I used to make, and a nice give and go and a block there, the joke I used to make was, and it really wasn't really a joke, was the last game of the season would end with the junior varsity. And, of course, there's no postseason for junior varsity play. So the game would end, and I would be driving home and say, wow, we're really starting to get it, right? And what I meant by that is it meant there was a successful season. Means that they're ready for competitive basketball. They're not making the same mistakes. By the end of the year, this is impressive stuff on the junior varsity, and you will see tremendous leaps of improvement being made. And I like bringing this action to you because I always remember thinking that we would be playing games in front of almost nobody, except for the supporting, parents and close friends, and see amazing things and inspirational efforts and improvement and desire during a game, and being thinking to myself, wow. And then nobody knows about this, right? It was kind of like we were, and I would. That was kind of the rallying cry I had with junior varsity players was, hey, this isn't about anybody but us. We're not trying to impress anybody. We're doing this for us. This is us against the world, and that really kind of put some pride into my players. I thought it did. So anyway, a nice block there. Wow. And that is Connor Brennan. And 55-42, 5:08 left in the fourth on Coaches versus Cancer Night. Wonderful event. And a perfect Friday night for SportsAtoZ. So taken to the basket, wow, is 8. Maybe right there he might have thought of stopping at, kind of a little jump stop at the free throw line and then assess. But he saw a little path to the basket and will be rewarded with 2 free throws for his aggression. But I look out there and junior varsity, there's what's a word, a flavor or a just kind of a mood or a tone or a setting, and it's the same because it's the same level of kids. And I look out here. This brings back memories. Just the style of play, the level of talent. This brings back back some of my fondest memories. And I loved coaching junior varsity. And the kids. I could never say enough about the kids that I coached, and these kids here, these kids want to be here. They want to learn, literally. This is a volunteer. You volunteer to play basketball. This isn't fourth period. Nice finish. Wow. To the left is Jasper Schultz. Very nice move. And this is volunteer, obviously, and they literally are dying to learn. They want to get better, And so I took it very seriously. I tried my best to help them. And one of the things that at this level that really that I found over the years that the kids were asking for, pupils and students, don't often do a great job of articulating what they need to learn, right? Because they don't have experience. But I found that that one of the things, collectively, kind of as a group at this level, they wanted to know what was going to happen, right? And what I mean by that was so, we're going on the road on a Friday night, and this team is known for, they're very good or what have you. What's going to happen? What's it going to be like? And anytime I could really kind of shed, insight based on my experience, what was going to happen, I found that had a lot of mileage, right? Okay, well we're up by 10 now, so expect that they're going to come back and with lots of aggression, that sort of thing. Oh, nice take! Wow, taking it to the basket, Jeff Tan. Jeff Tan's had an impressive performance here tonight. Aggressive, very organized skill set. 56-46, 10-point game. Okay, let's kind of dial in here. Let's kind of dial into the action. Way downtown, bang! Right on cue. So, right just when they're closing the gap, this player, I believe that's number 8, he's had an impressive second half shooting the basket. Or is it a 0? I think it's a 0. And taking to the basket, no, and there goes 0 in, so he's doing it on both ends. Little push here, and a steal with 2:55. Winchester needs to make a little something happen. To the basket, 2 giant steps, bing, bang, boom. John finished at the cup. And here we go. Go ahead, John. Finish it again. Coast to coast, baby. No, he won't. So they'll run a little offense right into it. Stopping and popping and getting contacted there. Wow, as 0 gets a little bit demonstrative. I don't like to see that. We can't really be questioning an official at a learning level. And, one thing that's always important to remember at a learning level or developmental level, everybody's trying to improve. We see the Winchester coach. This is a young coach. This is a hungry coach. The coach is trying to get better, right? The players are trying to. The officials are trying to get better. These aren't veteran, 22-year officials here. These are officials. It doesn't matter what age they are, but they're most likely new to or newer to these contests, and they're trying to improve. So I always remember seeing people that would, get on an official in a junior varsity game thinking to myself, oh my gosh, what are we doing there? This is someone that's trying to learn how to do this. Anyway, I digress, but so 59-48, and now we'll have 3 shots as kind of an ill-advised foul there by 0, who has really been impressive himself, I would say. Certainly Tan, 23 for Winchester, has been outstanding. 0 for Lexington has been sensational. 10 has been aggressive and impressive. So 2:25 left, and if 15 can get a couple to go here, make it all the more interesting. And I'll tell you, one thing that happens at a developmental level is anything can happen, right? I mean, I've seen teams come back from 20 points in 2 or 3 minutes, and I've seen, you name it, I've seen it. I mean, I could write a book. 2:24 left. 9-point game. They're going to stay in the 2-3 zone. And I would, there you go, a nice steal, poking his hands on his 15, and bing, bang, boom. Tommy Lampert finishes it off. 2 minutes. 7-point game. Here's 0. He's been hot. No. Big rebound. Here's 10. He's been able to probe and transition. 15's been hot. No. Oh, that would have been big. 7-point game. Lexington trying to find the fine line between being aggressive and taking ill-advised shots or moves. And there's another loose ball. And not a bad foul there by Tan. 1:37 left. Oh, man, I'll tell you. Tommy Lampert, took a shot that took a 3 after seeing a couple go in from the free throw line and then a layup. I mean, that is when you fire away. That's when you're going to make that shot. And here's 0. He's been impressive. It'd be a 1-and-1. So a timeout will be called here by Winchester. And one other thing I want to make one thing perfectly clear. Yeah, this is developmental. I call this intermediate competitive basketball. They may the highest goal or the purpose may not be in winning, but that doesn't mean we're not trying to win, right? In the developmental stage, you try your absolute hardest to win the game. You just don't make moves or sacrifice playing time or that sort of thing, sacrifice a chance to have a player develop instead of wins, right? That's the difference. At the varsity level, you got to earn your playing time, completely, right? If you're not producing, well then, that you're going to be replaced by somebody who can, because it's a competitive level. We're trying to win. So a timeout there, probably to set up a defense is my guess. But wow, dangerous pass there. So Lexington, full court man. Wow, we need a little help here. We need a little bit of help. Wow, good rip there. Here's 15. Set up your offense. 126. Good shot. That's a perfect shot. Tan with a big rebound. Tan squares your shows. Good block in there. 24 got his hands in. 116. I don't know if we need to foul quite yet. We should be looking for traps and steals. And that's probably the best move, right? Yeah, 8 points, 110. Yeah, right. 2 traps and a foul. That's probably exactly what was the instructions from the neophyte coach from Winchester, who himself is, as I mentioned, is learning and trying to improve. These teams are well organized. This is, obviously there's been a lot of hard work, the daily 2-hour practices, and I'm impressed. Good rebound there by 15, so it is 9 points. Got to get it early. 3, that would be nice if it goes. No! Good rebound. That's this way. Yes, good call by the official. And good hustle there by Sam. So 9-point game, 3 threes. We've got to get a shot up at this basket pretty quick here. Pretty quickly. We don't want to take a shot we know we can't make, but we gotta let it fly. We gotta let it fly here. All right, right there. Yep, absolutely. Good try. There you go. Good rebound. 0 comes up with a little serendipity there. And here's your trap. There's a foul. And 44 seconds left. I think we're going to go one more trip down, and then we'll probably concede this one. As 44 seconds, we're looking to get it in double digits. And that's usually you get anything over double digits and under, that 50-second mark, and that's probably pretty much white flag time. So we'll see how they play it. There's one no, so we're still alive here with 3 threes. We're still alive here with 3 threes. We got to get them up pretty quick. There it goes. There we go. No. And that'll probably do it. There you go. And so, coaches for Kansas, oh, no foul, fellas. Do not foul, fellas. No, what are we doing here? And right on cue, we see why these are the neophytes. We're not quite experienced enough to know that we're going to let this go here. So 3 will get a chance to shoot a pair. And this will go on a little longer. That's okay. We love to see any kind of action out here. Very impressive performance. Winchester was sensational in the second half, I'll tell you that. I mean, they're not as many as 20. They came roaring back with lots of energy and effervescence. And 10 way downtown. No. Good rebound there. Oh, we don't want to foul there. No. Oh. And if anyone wonders why you can get behind a little bit on these quadruple header nights, that's it. Inexperienced players making ill-advised clock stoppages when the outcome has been erased from doubt. So 62-52, 17.7. So this is now a triple header on SportsAtoZ. On coaches for Cancer Night, we are at Lexington High. My name is Scott Zwick. I'm alongside the COO of SportsAtoZ and my wife, Adriana Zwick. And we are, wow. Coach, maybe we might want to help the players out here. Let them know that we're not going to foul, but maybe that's where we are in our development as a leader. Anyway, so 11 seconds left. 3-0. He's probably got 2 shots by now. Yep. A little stroke there. And a little short, and that's going to be Lexington ball. And let's see if we have kind of figured out that we, on our own, that we really probably shouldn't stop this clock here. If you're Lexington, we shouldn't shoot the ball here, and we don't. There we go. Very good. Very impressive. So everyone should stand and give these boys a hand because they've been a good effort. Very nice, and that'll put an end to this one as Lexington wins 63-52. It was it's exciting. It was effervescent and inspirational as usual, and kind of nostalgic for me as I was able to kind of recall my years coaching at this level. So with that, we're going to take a break. Hopefully I can find where I put my water so I can get dehydrated, and we'll be back right after this. Bing, bang, boom.